welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off £27,000 worth of debt with a goal to pay off £10,000 in this year in 2022. Hello, everybody. I'm always never really sure where to go after I've done my intro. It's always like an awkward pause, like, when you meet somebody for the first time and you run out of things to say. Well, we know how this is going to go today, don't we? If that's how I'm going to start the video. Hello, everybody. I am in a bit of a ridiculously hyper mood today. I have had two conversations with work colleagues that have gone off on tangents. Had been very long conversations. I had one with a colleague yesterday where I went off on a tangent and we had an hour-long conversation as well. I am just in one of those hyper chatty kind of moods, and so that is the theme for this week, hyper chatty. So hopefully you will be able to put up with the amount of chatting, hyper, hand-moving stuff that's gonna happen. Right, okay, what shall we do? Let's move on and have a look at the affirmation. That's how we start this, right? Last week's was, I am unique, and I am celebrating my uniqueness right this second. I hope that you had a chance to use this and recognised it for what it is, which is, you don't need to follow the crowd, you don't need to apologise for who you are you, you are unique, and you are 100% guaranteed beautiful. So I hope you had a chance to work with that one. Oh, let's see what we've got this week. I always get very excited. Oh, that's kind of the same. There is only one of me. Oh, no, it's not. It's slightly different. Or it's kind of the same. Or maybe it's a bit of both. There is only one of me. I suppose you could use that in lots of different ways, actually. It could be a celebration of your uniqueness. It could be a recognition of the fact that you don't need to do everything and accept the fact that there is only one of you. And so, find the priorities in your life, your love, your passion, your absolute vital things to do, and focus on those things and not focus on trying to do everything. And also focus on the fact that there is only one of you. You only have this one life, so live it the way you would like to live it. I'm going to leave that there. I'd love to know your interpretations of this affirmation, seeing as it took me on a bit of a wild journey. So I'm going to pop that down there as usual. I can't see the phone. I don't know what you can see, what you can't see. So let's pop that there and hope that you can see it. Ah, that was fun. Right, let's have a look at the budget. So as ever, if you aren't interested in what I've been spending, aren't interested in hearing about my holiday, and aren't interested in the actual budgeting side of things, feel free to skip along to the bit in Hyperjar when I stuff money in there, and or the cash stuffing. There's a bit for everyone, so please take your pick on what you would like. Obviously, I would love it if you stuck with me for the whole thing, because you are very, very welcome. So let's have a look at the book. It's all a bit of a mess, actually, since we last spoke. Well, I mean, obviously it doesn't look messy. I've tried to make it look pretty. But what I mean is the spending. So we went away last weekend on our little weekend away that we've been saving up for. And it was amazing. My husband hasn't been to the seaside since pre-pandemic. Me and my son went a few months ago just to get a quick blast of sea air because I needed it because I was feeling a bit down. But yeah, my husband hadn't seen the sea in over 2 years, and we're quite a beachy family. My husband actually proposed to me on the beach that we went to last weekend, and it's always been our place to go if we need a bit of a heal or time together. It's just our healing place. So it was absolutely beautiful, but we did go a bit crazy. It was a bit like the old days. We got a taste of how we used to spend, and so we did go absolutely over budget. I'll run through the numbers in a minute, but the reason why I haven't listed everything that we spent was because I don't have a clue what we spent when, because it did go crazy. So anyway, that is why these are like this. The only other spending that we did do was gifts. I bought my nephew, whose birthday it is today, actually. I need to wish the parents a happy birthday on his behalf, but we're going to a party on Saturday. So that was a little gift for him for Saturday. Just got him, it's his first birthday. It's very cute. I just got him a little squishy, rattly ball thing that he can kind of chuck around with his mum and dad. So yeah, that was that. And then I spent some money out of my binders in like the proper way that you're meant to, which was really exciting. So I went to the quiz on Wednesday, as I try to do every Wednesday, but I'd spent some of my out and about money over the weekend. And I wanted to go and have a nice time. I was still feeling in a bit of a holiday mood. So I wanted to get what drinks I wanted. And if I wanted food, I wanted to be able to get food. And so I took £10 from my going out envelope. And I actually only spent £2.59. So despite having the money there, I didn't spend it, which I'm kind of proud about, mostly because I was too full to eat pudding. But anyway, I did have some chips and salad, which I had been hankering for all weekend and all week, so that's good. Oh, of course, well, I spent the £4 and the £2.59 from the going out. So £4 from mine and £2.59 from the budget, shush Jen. So anyway, that is where we is at. So we have got a couple of little gappy waps, which we need to fill with our lovely happy money bag no spend stickers. There is one on the Tuesday and one on the Thursday. And do you know the best way to get no spends? Run out of money. We literally didn't have any money available to us, other than what's in the binders, which wasn't for the purpose of like top-up shop, which tends to be what we blinking spend all our money on. So we do have actually a couple of unbudgeted spends that I do need to put in before I forget. So there is that were today. So there is a £1.10 unbudgeted parking spend that my husband made. And there is a unbudgeted spend, I think it was £1.34. I can always rub this out if I want to, but yeah, that was had to take little Reggie the beagle to the vets today, and he was barking incredibly, so I did what you do with a crying toddler and I shoved food in his mouth. I bought him a chewy bone stick thing when I was there, so that's what that was. Yeah, so that was the spending, kind of, in a way. So let's have a look at the budget and the impact that the holiday made. So this was last week's budget. We came in over budget, but only by £1.29, even though we had the massive overspend. And that is because I scraped every single last available penny out of Hyperjar to cover our holiday overspend. So when we got back on Sunday, we had spent £124.17 on our debit card, and we needed to replace that money. So I bought that in. It's not in red or green because I didn't know what colour to do. I just put it in blue because so we had £124.17 that we needed to cover. We did cover that. This £1.29 is actually a couple of the bills were a little bit extra just by pennies that I wasn't expecting. So that's what covered that. So our total holiday spend was £610.68 for a weekend, and that does include the hotel, which, as I explained before, was an impulse booking. Before I started budgeting, it was like my last impulse spend around Christmas time, and the hotel was probably a bit too expensive for what it was, but it was still lovely. We had, I wish I had some photos. I don't know if I do. I don't know if my husband would kindly edit them in. I doubt it. But there was like a little family games area in the hotel. So there was a ping pong table, there was a football table, there was a pool table, lots of different kinds of tables, air hockey table. They're big table fans in the hotel that we went to. But yeah, and they had a swimming pool, which was lush, with the nicest jacuzzi. It was a proper spa jacuzzi, so it was really hot, which I do not recommend. You get into a boiling hot spa jacuzzi with sunburnt feet. Oh, the pain. The pain is real. Yes, my sunburn's fine now. My husband, however, he has a little bit of the gingerness about him, which is lovely, and I love him for it. But it does mean that his skin is really fair, and he catches the sun like that. And on the Saturday when we were there, I knew that we needed to get sun cream. It was really overcast, and yeah, I knew we were going to need sun cream, but we just forgot. We went to this little shop next to the beach to get some sun cream. I got distracted by sunglasses, and I bought sunglasses and some water, and I think I bought, and some polos. Forgot the sun cream. So we all came back, my poor son as well, came back Saturday, so sunburnt, all of us. Myself and my son weren't too bad, only my feet and my son's neck, but yeah, my poor husband, his whole face was like beetroot. So yeah, he's still recovering, bless him, but he's being a trooper. Where was I going with that? I don't know. So the holiday, how this all panned out, if you're interested. If you're not interested, feel free to skip along. So what we had was, we had £450 in savings, £306 of that was to go towards the hotel, and £144 went into Hyperjar as like a holiday pot that we set up temporarily for the holiday. We also got £50 in cash from my husband's mum, who is our son's nana, so she is nana. So that gave us £500 in total to take with us on holiday. So what we spent was, we spent the £306 on the hotel. We spent all of the £50 in cash. My husband spent an additional £25 of his own spending money. I spent £6 additional of my own spending money. And we spent $99.51 out of the $144 that we'd put into Hyperjar. So we had a little bit of money left when we came home. But that was because we had moved on to using our debit card. And once we started using our debit card, we lost complete track of what we were spending. We weren't really tracking it as such. We were on holiday and we were enjoying it. But yeah, as soon as we started using the debit card, that was it. Everything was out the window. So that was the $124.17. So in real terms of how over budget we actually were, we were only over budget, technically, money back to the bank wise, of £79.68, because that is confusing because we've put in our own cash. So we were 110 over, but the money that we needed to replace was 124. If you want to spend time looking at that, it does make sense eventually. Took me a while, but yeah. So we had to find 79.68 to on top of the 44.49 that was left in the holiday pot. To cover that 124, which we did, we managed it. So ultimately, we haven't gone over our bank budget, if you like. It just means that we had to take all the money out of Hyperjar, out of everything, whatever was left in groceries, whatever was left in top up. We took the rest of O's stuff, the pennies that were in home. Every single penny went towards that, and then a little bit from anniversary. The only thing that was untouched was medical, which we fully funded a few weeks ago, and that is because it has absolutely nothing to do with a holiday. Everything else I could justify in one way or another was related to the holiday, other than medical. Although, I don't know, maybe because of the sunburn I could have claimed that, but no, I wasn't going to go that far. So that was that. That was the holiday. That was last week's budget. Slightly over budget, not too worried. Everything's okay, really. And yeah, I've probably used up all my words now. So the rest of this might become a bit more calm. We'll see. So this week's budget. We are carrying over minus 287.34 from our bank. So we working in our overdraft at the moment, which is perfectly fine for us. We are currently trying to pay off £50 of our overdraft every month, and we've been doing really well. So by the end of this 4-week period, we're hoping to come in within £250 of our overdraft. The last 4-week period, the plan was to come in under £300 of our overdraft, which we did by £12 and some pence. So that's good. This £50 a month plan is working. So this week we have got my husband's salary that came in today, child benefit. So this is a funny one. I don't know if this has happened to anyone else either this week or previously, but for some reason they decided to send me today on a Friday, which I never get money from them on a Friday, the weekly amount of £21.80. But now, since I've done the budget, I now have the rest of the 87 or whatever it is pending to come in next Tuesday, which is when I normally get it. So I don't know why they've done that, but it's messed up the budget and I'm a bit cross about it. But simultaneously, very grateful for the fact that it even exists. So I can't really complain. So our total income this week is our total spending balance allowance is £1,541.99. we have got £434 coming out in bills. We're going to put an extra £50 onto debt. I've already done that. That's gone on to my next account because my husband's next account is now done. So we are 2 debts down. After I finish this rambling video, I'm going to record another rambling video, which will be my debt update. But I will post that later in the week so that you don't feel obliged to listen to me for an entire hour today. I thought that might be a nice treat for you all. So extra debt got 50, nothing for O-spend. My husband's spend, he got 180. My spending for the week is split out across Hyperjar and the cash binder. So our bank expenses for this week are £664.68. So we are going to be stuffing in total, and we will work through this together in a moment, £305. And into cash, we will be stuffing £115. So our total outgoings this week, that, and that, are £1,084.68. So the amount that we're going to roll over into next week's budget is our income minus our outgoings, which equals £457.31. That is the budget. Let's do some stuffing. Hyperjar time. So we have got £305 in the wallet. You will see that this is all empty, like I said. Unless you skipped, you don't know. We emptied out Hyperjar, basically. The long and short of it. You can go back if you want the full story. If you skipped. If you didn't skip, thanks. Hi. So, yeah, nothing in here. We've got zeros in groceries, 0 in petrol, nothing to move over to anniversary. Anniversary has gone down from last week because we had to take some money from there. Everything is empty, 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 empty. Medical's fully funded still. Everything else is empty except, oh, look at Italy. Italy's gone up. And that is because my beautiful sister has put some more pennies in, like she said she was going to do every week when she does her budget. She's going to tidy up her Hyperjar pennies and put it into Italy. So we've now got £13.90 in Italy. How about that, Tanya? Huh? So yeah, so let's stuff some stuff. Sorry, I said how about that, Tanya? So if you've not been watching previous videos, please do. They're free and available, and you can. But the Italy pot has a story behind it. One of my lovely, beautiful viewers, subscribers, followers, what do you call them? Subscribers, suggested that we kind of think about it a little bit differently, which we have. And then last week she said that she gets as excited as I do when there's money in there. So yeah, there is double digits, Tanya, double digits. All down to you. Thank you so much. So let's stuff some money. Groceries, that's where we start. So we are going to add from the wallet. I've forgotten how to do this. I've not even had a break. 70. Did I? There we go. £70 into groceries. That is cool. Petrol is getting 30. Oh yeah, petrol. So we went to our holiday with a full tank of petrol. I said we weren't going to spend any extra petrol money, and we didn't. We only used half a tank, which is amazing. I wasn't expecting that to happen. We were like, oh, wow, this car's really efficient compared to our old car. Before we then realised it's all relative, and that the petrol tank in our new car is probably a lot bigger than the old car. The old car took a full tank. The new car took a half tank. But yes, I don't think it really has anything to do with fuel efficiency. So that's our weekly stuff. So our groceries are stuffed, petrol stuff, and top-up shop is stuffed. So let's give the rest of these poor empty jars a little love. So gifts is getting 20. That is to cover Father's Day, which is on a day in June. I was going to remind you all that it was coming, but I can't remember the date. Is it the 16th or the 17th? I don't know. Yeah, so that's for Father's Day, and also I need to get some wrapping paper for the for my nephew's birthday for the weekend. Family Fun is getting £100 because it is half term next week, so we need some pennies for that. So that's getting £100. Home is getting £5 because my money plant has had a number of babies, and I want to get them into their own little pots so they can start becoming their own fully fledged money plants. What I might do is bring one on camera every week and we can watch it grow. That would be cute. Unless I didn't look after it very well and it died, that would be embarrassing. So we might not do that. O Stuff is getting £10. Not really earmarked this for anything. I just felt uncomfortable that there was no money in there. So that's just for bits and bobs for my son, like new books, bits from the internet, toys, colouring books, that sort of thing. So yeah, we don't really need anything in there, but I just thought I'd put something in there for comfort. And then bee protein, that's my husband's protein for him to build them muscles, is getting 20, and that's to cover him for the rest of the month. And then something that we have never stuffed, I don't think, wants and needs. So my wants and needs pot is a pot of money that I will top up when I have decided on something that I really want to buy. So previous to this, I was very bad with impulse buying, particularly on Amazon. I'd take 2 seconds thinking about something before it was already in the basket and paid for. So the wants and needs pots now only gets money in it when I am absolutely sure that I want to buy something. And I am. I've been thinking about something. It's a little project that I'm working on. I've been thinking about it for months and I want to get cracking with it. So I'm actually giving myself £30 this week so I can get cracking with that, which is cool. I will show you the finished product when it is done, and you'll look at it and think, well, that wasn't worth £30. But like most things, I'm going to have to buy a number of things in bulk, which I'll then use over time in the future. But anyway, you don't really care about that right now. You don't even know what I'm talking about. So that's Hyperjar stuff. So that is everything. So the wallet should now be empty. Yep, it's empty and we are ready to rock and roll for the week. So how about we move on to some cash stuffing? So, as is tradition, we will start with having a quick looking at the penny savings before we move on to the cash in the cash binder. So this week we have, Flossie, there she is, lovely Flossie. So we have to put into the penny savings challenge £2. This is the leftover from the going out money. If you skipped the what I spent, I took £5 out of my going out cash envelope in the week and spent a little bit of it, but not all of it. So this is the change from that. So I've got £2, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, £2.41 for the penny savings chat. I've already done it. Okay, so £2.41. How should we do this instead? Let's just make it easy on ourselves. We'll do £1 and £1.41. So £1 is purple. Oh, good. Got that one to hand from before. There you go. So £1 in purple. And what did I say? 20, 30, 41. £1.41. Which is pink. And I don't have my pink highlighter. Oh no. Okay, so I'm clearly going a bit crazy today. £1.14 is pink. £1.41, which is what we're colouring in, is orange. Which I do have. So sorry, there was a bit of a jump there whilst I nearly ruined my entire penny savings challenge. So let's put this into Flossie. I have just got absolutely boiling. I don't know if that's because I'm talking, moving, or because I'm embarrassed. Maybe I should be embarrassed. So that's it for the penny savings challenge today. So we'll move Flossie aside and we'll grab the cash binder. Here we are with the cash binder then. So let's get some cash in here, shall we? So let's start where we always start, with birthday. Didn't bring my phone again. Let's chuck those there. Thank you very much. Affirmation cards. So birthday has, we'll count that when we put the money in. £10 is going into birthday today. So birthday now has 50, 1, 50, 70, 80, 90, £190 into birthdays. So that's one birthday fully funded and £40 for the next one. Car is not getting anything, but I'll hopefully be stuffing that soon. Christmas is getting some love today, but unfortunately not enough for tracker love. Although I did colour in that one that I couldn't colour in the other day. So Christmas is just getting a 5, but it's better than nothing. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 100. No, that's not right. I missed a 20. Okay. 50. What am I doing? Right. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125, 130. 130 in Christmas. Whew. I very nearly couldn't count that at all. Right, O Clothes is getting £5. So he now has £15 for some new clothes, which he desperately needs. He had to go to school today in red, white and blue. And he did a little fashion parade last night of all the clothes that he could find. And they were all too small. He's had some sort of growth spurt. So yeah, bless him. He needs an entire new wardrobe. I'm not going to get very far on £15, but we'll get there. Clubs. O Clubs is getting £5 as well, and this is to save up for a gymnastics club that he goes to, and also his Cubs/Scouts, because I think he'll be moving into Scouts after the summer holidays, and they'll be asking for their money in August, so I've got a little while to save up for that. Next, O Trip. This is his residential trip with his school. I need to have this settled, the remaining balance settled by the end of August. It's £200 and we currently have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. Is that right? £80? Thought we had more. Nope, £80. Okay, so 120 left to go for that. I think that'll be fine. Don't need to stress about that just yet. School Holidays is getting some money today. So we just put £100 into Hyperjar for the half term, and I'm currently saving for the summer holidays in this envelope. I want to try and save £300 for the summer holidays, but I still don't think that'll be enough for everything that we want to do. So I might have to downsize our expectations for the holidays a little, which is a shame, but the budget is as the budget is. So School Holidays has 10, so it now has 15. Tech is getting nothing. I don't need to pay. This is for the iPad. We got it on Buy Now, Pay Later because our old iPad got smashed on a hard concrete floor. So this is due in January, the Buy Now, Pay Later. So I'm not prioritising it right now. My son's clothes, his clubs, his school trip, summer holidays, they're all coming first. They're more of a priority. We will get it paid though. Don't worry about that. So, reach 10k. This is my tracker to make sure that I reach my 10k goal. So, I have put £50 onto the next account today. However, each of these treasure chests is 50 quid, but I can't cross one off because £32 of that is the snowball. So tune into my debt update video when that comes out, or watch last week's if you're not sure or familiar with the idea of a snowball. But £32 of it was snowball. So that meant I only really put £18 extra to reach that 10k. So I've just made a little note of the what I had left over on here, and when it's added up with the other little bits of shrapnel, if you like, from previous debt overpayments, that added up to £59.10. So I get to cross off £50, and then that leaves my shrapnel balance, for want of a better phrase, I can't think of one right now, at £9.10. I hope that made sense. If it didn't make sense, please feel free to drop me a comment and I will explain. In fact, do drop me a comment about anything anyway. I would love to hear from you. So that is reach 10k, making more progress. Freedom is empty. That is just if we get any cash to do with that one. Savings, nothing in savings. That just houses at the moment our help to buy savings tracker, and there's nothing going in that until middle of the week. So we'll update that next week. So then we move on to my personal spending money. Celebration, sadly, is not getting anything again. This is for a hen do and then subsequent wedding coming up in the summer, but I just don't have the money for it right now. I will have the money for it very soon though, so I don't need to worry. Same for clothes, again, just not a priority right now. Going out is getting a whopping £30 this week. And that is because I have got a couple of things lined up. Well, a couple. We're going to the cinema with family to see the new Top Gun movie. Eek! So very excited about that. And yeah, so I need money for that. And also I've been chatting to a couple of work colleagues and we were discussing about it's high time that we went out for a few drinks. So I want to make sure I've got some money in here in case those things happen last minute and I'm not prepared. So I'm going to put £30 in there. So that means for going out, I now have 20, 30, 40, 45. So I'm still not going to get very far, cinema and going out. but hopefully I can stuff a bit more into that before we get to there, although I don't know, because I am using a lot of my allowance. So I get £180 for 4 weeks. This week I'm stuffing 100 of that £80, and I'm going to split the rest out over the rest of the weeks. So I probably won't have much money to put anywhere. Oh dear, I hope you're keeping up. I'm not. So hair is getting £30. So that is 20 and 30. And this should actually take us to fully funded. Finally, the hair appointment is on the 7th of June. So we did it, we made it. I saved for a thing. I actually saved, that's 2 things I've saved for now. Or 3 things if you include the birthday that I've saved for. So hair has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, £180 for my ridiculously expensive hair appointment on the 7th of June. I am so excited and I cannot wait to get my hair done. It really needs some love. So yeah, we did it. Hair is fully funded. Whoop, whoop. So retreat. Oh, Milburn, come back down. There's nothing going into retreat today. But that's fine. I have no goal for when I get to go on my retreat. I just want to get there at some point. And then the last one in here is savings. This only gets stuffed when there is notes from the penny savings challenge, and we didn't have any notes, and Flossie is not yet ready to be emptied, so no notes in there. So that is the end. We just have the last £10, which, as you know, if you are a frequent watcher, is my out and about money. So yeah, that was it. I hope you managed to keep up. I hope it hasn't given you a headache. I love you all so much for being here. Please remember, there is only one of me. And by me, I mean you. This is an affirmation for you to do at home. To say to yourself, there is only one of me. You. But yeah, please do all the things, like, subscribe. I would love your comments. Please drop me a comment so we can chat and get to know each other a little bit. And I will see you in a couple of days with my debt update, and it's a really good one. So love you lots, everybody. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.